we are in the top vent now, showing that route. It is not that much more interesting in the vents, but there's other stuff I want to show off. So we're gonna watch Miller again.
Snake, this is McDonald
Miller
Miller.
from Metal Gear
It's
2
been a
Solid
long
Snake.
time.
In that game, he was
What are
actually
you
an
doing
old
here?
Asian
I
man,
quit being a
and they
drill
redesigned him
instructor,
for this
so I
game
moved
as a
out
buff
here for
blonde
some
guy
peace and quiet.
with
I like
sunglasses.
I'm in
it.
retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
It's convenient that
Campbell told me about the
this game
situation
takes place in Alaska,
I
and
might
Snake
be
and
of
Miller already
some
live
use.
there.
There's no one I'd
Mhm.
rather have in a foxhole than
It's nice not to travel far.
Well,
Right,
I know
right.
lots about survival and all, but I've lived in Alaska longer than you. So call me if you have
Is there
any
like weird
questions
flora or
about the
fauna I
flora
should watch
or
out for?
fauna
I'm gonna
out
fight
here.
like a plant
My
boss.
frequency
Yeah,
is
field
We're really
mice.
bringing you in here just for that, Miller, for some plants
Field mice.
and
Or
mice.
poison
Yeah.
ivy, if she shows up again.
Well, she might. It's
She
not
might?
out of
Alright.
the realm of possibility.
Mhm.
So,
Alright.
oh yeah, it's a special
is-
cutscene for this vent too.
Ooh.
I moved the Darker Chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell? Something happened?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
As you may have noticed,
Yeah.
as you may have noticed from that conversation, Snake is a big fan of repeating what was just said with a question mark on the end. Does it like 3 times in that scene.
Mhm.
It happens a lot through this game. It's just a thing. He does, and the series does.
Dude, that's what happens when you have an IQ of 180.
Yeah. He'd forget it unless he said it out loud. It's
Yeah.
a way to remember. Also, that scene, when they say there's an intruder who killed 3 people, at first I thought that was talking about like Snake, like maybe you killed people at the dock or the helipad, but no, it's someone else entirely.
Okay. So no. Nope.
I know how to crawl out of the vent, Campbell.
Press the action
Also, the action button, that doesn't help me.
Dude, I think that's the first time he called you before you needed his advice.
Well, he has, I just didn't answer the other times.
Oh, okay, never
Like, he'll
mind.
tell you how to crawl and stuff, and I just ignored it.
Okay. Never mind.
So if you go through the top vent, you have more of this room to deal with. You're a lot farther away from the elevator, but there's also some items to collect. And now Campbell's calling to tell us how to climb a ladder. Oh no, never mind. It's still the elevators.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around
Now,
here.
if you
Try
go
to
through the
find
bottom
it.
vents, do you not hear about the intruder?
No,
The other
you don't
intruder?
get that scene. It's a trade-off. You get mice or the other intruder. I feel like the top one's a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
We can't open that door. We don't have any key cards yet. We need a level 2 card to open that door. But we can't open... Well, this one's already open. So chaff grenades disable any camera, but they also disable your radar. They're still very useful though. And now we got the thermal goggle, which is also pretty useful.
Is that the only place you can pick up thermal goggles?
So this game actually does a lot of interesting things where if you don't pick up an item at one location, it will be in a different location later. It's not like there's 2 of them, like if you picked it up before, it'll be replaced by like a ration or ammo or something, but it gives you multiple chances to collect items.
That's good.
Although, even though I just said that, that might be the only place to get the goggles, I don't remember. This camera always stresses me out, because you gotta go down the stairs, and it's hard, there's guards down there, and it's like hard to see on your radar when the guards are coming, because they're on a different floor than you. So, as
Oh,
well,
does your
know,
radar only show your floor?
like you can see their dot, but not their vision cone until you're on the same level as them. So it can be tricky.
Gotcha. Ooh, I like the crawling under the tank. That's cool.
Yeah, me too. Then I realized I didn't really need to do it, so I backed out. So we have one gun now, but we can't use it because we don't have a silencer, and it'd be an instant alert. We can still have a melee option to punch people or break their necks. So we're not helpless. But for now, and in general, we want to avoid these guys.
Good call.
As you
Stealth,
saw,
right?
we can
Stealth?
take like 3 shots maybe. Because we have a very tiny life bar.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the radar. It's picking
Well, that
up
was
the
easy.
Darpa Chief.
We already
He's
did
the
like
green
one of our
dot.
2 main
Hurry and
objectives.
rescue him.
Woo, game over.
I knew this game was short, but this is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there he
Oh,
is.
look at him. Just sitting there.
What does Master think about this guy? Does he trust him? No, he doesn't care.
Snake, you've got to think. Your mind is your
Oh.
most dangerous weapon. If things get too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts. You can also try calling Campbell for
I
advice.
wanted to call
Oh.
you for advice.
I like it. I like that.
Look at the radar.
So most of Master
It's picking
Miller's
up the Darpa
calls,
Chief. He's
Mhm.
the
if they
green
don't deal with animals or something, are just kind of general, kind of leaning on the fourth wall, sometimes breaking the fourth wall, like advice to the player, like they'll tell you to
Come
get
on,
more
Snake, you
sleep
can
and
do
stuff
it.
like that. But most of the stuff he says is just kind of vaguely war-themed
awesome.
advice about Snake's mind and stuff. It's not like the
I like
actually useful.
I like the whole clear your mind, focus on your thoughts. Or call the other guy. He might have
Yeah,
something there to say.
If you're too dumb to think of the answer, just call Campbell.
Mhm.
More vents. This is like, might be the last vent. They really front-loaded these vents. Hey, a guy in a toilet.
Oh, kind of damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
So was he pooping with his
Alright.
pants on, or is he just like lazy and taking a break and sitting on the toilet because he just wanted to go back to work?
Yeah. That's what it seemed like.
That's what
Just
it
like
seemed
one.
like too. I know I do that.
I was like the bull's just sitting here in the vent.
Yeah, I don't know who put
Yep.
these there.
Yeah. It's like the rats are smoggling bullets for a
Yeah, we
revolution
better
of
hope
some
those
sort.
rats don't have a gun.
Yeah.
I seriously think this is the last vent you crawl in, like the entire game.
Do they do that a lot? Would they like introduce a mechanic like the footprints in the snow or the vents,
And
and then just
disappears.
forget it existed?
Yep, that happens a ton in this game.
All right.
Is that a woman?
He needed all 180 of his IQ points to figure that one out.
Yeah.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
This actually can be a little confusing, but you press the action button here to drop down, even though there's like a fence covering it.
Huh.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent, you worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes. They cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
He's very casual about that.
I was gonna say, yeah. He's like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. All right.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No. Colonel, are you hiding something from me? Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file. You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file? I told you. The Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
You don't have access to the file? You can't, like, see this guy had a heart condition? I'm not asking a lot here. Well, that was very weird. Not how I expected that scene to end.
Nope.
We're just kind of trapped
I
in a
forgot
cell
about that
now.
part. I forgot about all of that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just kind of trapped here now. Oh, but someone opened the door for us. That was nice of them. Oh.
I'm so confused. Wait, what?
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here!
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
First action scene. First chance to use a gun.
How much of that was you and how much of that was her?
This first one, she actually doesn't shoot, but she's still all scared.
And
then now she's good.
Now she took the safety off. Okay.
Yeah, she's ready now.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah, you can just massacre these people. It's pretty easy. I think I actually play this really badly and take a lot of hits, but it's fun. It's a fun scene. First chance for some action.
Can she kill you?
Nah, she doesn't attack you. Her aim's good.
Oh, that's good.
You can still choke these guys out if you want. But she'll shoot them,
Oh,
so
her
it's
aim
kind of
is
hard
really
to actually kill
good. Wow.
I think there's one more.
She got like no life either.
Yeah, no,
Your
she
health
can't.
bar
She kind of takes his grenades like a pro. No health bar.
There you go. It's pineapples. Dude, I'm gonna call them pineapples for the rest of the videos, just so you know.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, now she just casually walks off.
There you go. Like a pro.
For the help.
Wait! Who are you?
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong.
I could not dive into his mind. Now we'll never get that detonation code. Boss, I have a good idea.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was
Snake
Mantis.
really did not
Yeah,
pay
he really
attention to
does
the briefing
repeat
at all.
everything. Yeah, he really does repeat everything, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yep.
I feel like it's at the worst in this game, but it's funny, so I like it. They do it as a way to have Snake participate in conversations and not just be like one-sided, someone talking at him. Also, what's going on here? In the Japanese version of this game, he's actually wearing underwear. They don't have to blur it out. But I have some questions. So the lady, excuse me, stole that guy's uniform. Did she really need to steal the underwear? Or was that just for like fun? She was like, this guy's a jerk.
Snake, Psycho Mantis has the power to read people's minds. He got the DARPA chief's detonation code. Hurry up or he'll get Baker's code too.
That's right. If the terrorists get Baker's code, they'll be able to launch that nuke anytime they want. Yeah, they'll use Metal Gear to do it. Colonel, did you know they were conducting a military exercise here using Metal Gear? I didn't know. Really? Snake, you've got to understand. I'm just the middleman in this operation. Anyway, hurry up and get to the second-floor basement. You've got to save the Arms Tech president before the
I kind of
terrorists
forgot
find
that
out
the
his
Metal
code.
Gear part wasn't mentioned in the briefing. It's supposed to be a surprise to Snake.
Soldiers that have been forged in the fires of battle are used to catching naps whenever and wherever they can. There's a big difference between real soldiers and those kids who have only been trained in VR simulators. After playing for a long time, you should get some rest too.
Oh, Miller.
So we gotta look for the walls that are different colors, what the DARPA chief told us. But this is also an armory.
Started that whole thing in RPGs.
Huh?
Like the walls are different colors, or where hidden areas are different colored walls.
I'm assuming that that happened in the 80s. That was a big time video game mechanic for a while.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if this was the one that started that mechanic.
Nah, Zelda, cracks in walls, those different colors. But yeah, this is an armory, so we're gonna load up on weapons here. Get some C4, some grenades. And there's the wall we're looking for.
There.
So we're about to find President Baker. We find our two main objectives of this mission were find these two guys and then find out if they really can launch the nuke. Moving those pretty good. It's been like, we've been here, what, like 30 minutes and already found two guys? It's good progress, Snake. Maybe you can't hold it off my back.
Yeah, like, yeah, there's reason they sent you.
Oh, what is this?
Oh.
I don't like the look of this.
Did you just shoot somebody? Are you shooting President Baker?
You idiot!
So we're about to have a boss fight, and the boss fight was calling us an idiot for shooting him.
You bastard.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. So this scene can also play out a little differently.
You're not.
Okay.
If you don't pick up the gun at the helipad, Snake won't have a gun, and the scene's just a little different.
Mhm.
He just kind of pushes the gun away with his hand. Not even pushes it away, he just grabs it. Which is almost kind of even more badass. Like, he doesn't care at all. Feels no threat of her shooting.
That scared look in your eyes.
Because, like, when he pulls the gun out, like, the situation's even. Either one of them could shoot. But here, it's just like, you have all the power and I don't care. I'm just not concerned with you at all.
Oh yeah.
You're not one of them.
And then, if you don't have a gun, this gameplay section's like, shoot a bunch of guys. The game will just spawn a gun for you to have if you didn't pick it up at the helipad. It'll be an item box.
Good to know.
And then if you were really wanting to not use a gun, and you like ignore that big box, after the first wave, I think you kill it, I think the game will just stop, turn into like a cutscene, make Snake pick up the gun, and then you have to play. So,
It's awesome.
can't avoid it.
All right. Just fun little something.
Yep, just some bonus stuff.
Good stuff. I like it.
This episode had a guy dying of a heart attack. Hopefully that won't happen again. Hopefully
You
Baker
shot
will go better.
Baker. Not when you shoot him. Idiot.
You idiot!
Oh,
I
that's
just imagine the
awesome.
boss is just so confused. He's like, this is not what I signed up for. What is this guy doing?
Oh man.